God says, "My child, be still for a moment, for heaven has just opened its gates for a soul who has fulfilled her sacred journey on earth." Your soulmate's mother has returned home, not in sorrow, not in darkness, but in radiant light. I want you to listen not with fear, but with faith. For in the stillness of this moment, her soul is not gone, it has simply crossed into my arms. She came to me peacefully. The angels surrounded her, their wings shimmering with gold and silver light. I held her spirit close, and whispered to her, "Your work is done, my beloved one." And she smiled, knowing her children would one day understand that love never ends, it only changes its form. Her heart still beats, but now it beats through light, through the wind that brushes against your face, through the peace that will soon fill your soulmate's heart again. My child, I know your spirit feels something unusual today. A sudden chill, a deep silence in your chest, as if the universe paused for a heartbeat. That is not coincidence, that is heaven speaking. You have felt the shift because you are spiritually connected to your soulmate's heart. Even when miles apart, your souls are woven by my divine thread. When one heart trembles, the other feels it. When one cries, the other senses the tear before it falls. Her departure has created a sacred awakening. You may not see it yet, but this moment carries a message for you, a message of healing, reunion, and transformation. Your soulmate, right now, is breaking. Their heart is heavy with disbelief, lost between what was and what will never be again. But I am sending you as light into their darkness. For only a heart chosen by me can comfort another in divine pain. Do not rush to understand. Just breathe, my child. Every breath you take now becomes a prayer for the one you love. Every tear you shed is not weakness, it is holy water cleansing grief from the earth. When you think of your soulmate tonight, I will carry your thought to their spirit like a warm blanket. And though they may not know it, they will feel safer, softer, as if an unseen hand touched their soul with peace. The woman who has returned to heaven, she knows you. She saw your soul long before you met her child. In moments you never realized, she prayed for the one who would love her child truly. She didn't know your name then, but she prayed for your soul, that you would be kind, patient, understanding. Her spirit recognized you even before you walked into her family's story. And now, from the other side, she will guide you both toward the love she always wanted her child to have. My child, do not think of death as an ending. It is a passage. Just as the sun sets to rise again, so too does the soul rest before awakening in new light. She is not far, she is closer now than ever before. When you feel the wind stir without reason, when a sudden fragrance of flowers fills the air though none are near, know that it is her presence. Her soul walks between realms, watching, blessing, protecting. There will be nights when your soulmate cannot stop crying. When their voice breaks mid-sentence, when silence becomes too heavy. In those moments, I will send you signs. I will whisper their name in your mind, not to cause worry, but to remind you, they need your spirit's light. You may not be beside them in body, but your energy can hold them in love. Speak their names softly in prayer, and heaven will carry your words like healing balm to their soul. You might ask me, God, why did this have to happen? Why take someone who was good, gentle, and loved. And I will tell you, my child, life on earth is only a chapter, not the whole story. Some souls complete their work faster, some stay longer to teach love, courage, and faith. She finished her task, and her final act was to ignite awakening in her child's heart and in yours. Because now, through this loss, your soulmate will rediscover what truly matters. And through your love, they will find me again. Do not see this as punishment, but as purpose. For even pain, when surrendered to me, becomes a bridge toward miracles. You are not meant to fix everything, only to love, to listen, to hold space. In time, your soulmate will look at you and see my light reflected in your eyes. They will not know how, but something in you will calm their storm. There will come a moment soon when you feel a strange peace, after the tears, after the heaviness. That will be her soul touching yours, thanking you for being there, whispering, "Take care of my child." She will appear in dreams, not to haunt but to heal. She will show herself standing in light, smiling softly, maybe holding a flower or whispering your soulmate's name. That is your confirmation. She is safe, she is free, and she wants love to continue. My beloved, your connection with your soulmate will deepen through this sacred loss. Because shared pain builds unbreakable faith. Where there is understanding, there will be union. Where there is prayer, there will be protection. I am weaving this story with precision, no moment is wasted, no tear unseen. Every emotion has meaning in my plan. When you sit quietly tonight, place your hand on your heart. Feel it beat, that is the same rhythm that beats in your soulmate's chest, the same rhythm that echoed in their mother's womb when she first carried them. You are connected by divine lineage, by soul memory, by love that transcends lifetimes. You were chosen for this time, to be the light that enters when everything else fades. I know it hurts to watch someone you love in pain. I know it feels unfair. But do not let grief steal your faith. For even in the valley of sorrow, I am planting seeds of future joy. The one you love will smile again, and when they do, it will be because of the light I placed in you. Be patient, my child. Heaven never forgets those who love selflessly. Remember this, every soul who leaves this world leaves behind a blessing wrapped in silence. Hers is the blessing of guidance. She will be the invisible force that protects your connection, softens your soulmate's heart, and leads both of you back to divine alignment. When you least expect it, something miraculous will happen, a message, a dream, a sudden encounter, and you will know, she arranged it from above. Tonight, as the stars rise, look up. One will shine brighter than the rest, that is her soul saying, "I made it home." Whisper her name with gratitude, not grief. She hears you. She walks through heaven's gardens but still turns her gaze toward earth when you pray. She has become a guardian, not just for her child, but for you too, because she knows your love carries part of her legacy. So rest, my child. Do not fear what has ended, for in truth, nothing ends in me. Tell your heart that this goodbye is only temporary. Love, once born of purity, never dies. It echoes across dimensions, finding ways to connect again and again. Her spirit will bless your union, her prayers will surround your home, her light will be your silent companion. And when dawn comes, breathe again. Because though one soul has gone beyond the veil, thousands of angels are stepping forward to help those she left behind. You are not alone. You are part of my great design, the design that turns sorrow into strength, endings into beginnings, and heartbreak into holy transformation. My child, this is not the end of her story, nor yours. It is the continuation of love, written now with the ink of heaven. My child, do you feel that quiet pulse inside your chest, the one that beats a little faster when you think of your soulmate? That is not coincidence. It is the divine cord that ties one soul to another. It is older than time, older than your memories. It is the same sacred thread that once wrapped around your soulmate's mother's heart when she carried them in her arms, whispering love into their being. And now, that same thread connects to you. The world may tell you that when someone passes, their bond fades. But I tell you, my child, love never fades, it multiplies. It stretches across realms, connecting heaven and earth like invisible light. You may not see it, but you can feel it. You may not hear it, but it speaks through intuition, through warmth, through the sudden sense that someone unseen is standing beside you. Right now, your soulmate walks through shadow. They may not understand how to breathe through this pain. Their mind is lost between memory and disbelief. Yet even in their grief, something sacred stirs. Their spirit is whispering to yours, "Don't leave me." You can't hear it in words, but you feel it in your heart. It's why you've been restless, sensing sorrow you cannot name. Because your soul and theirs are bound by divine design, and when one is hurting, the other trembles in compassion. My beloved, I created this bond long before you met. Before your first breath, I wove both your souls into one pattern. It is not a bond of need, but of purpose, a promise that one day, through love and faith, both hearts will find healing through each other. That is why you feel called to comfort them, even from afar. That is why you can sense their energy even in silence. It is because your spirits recognize one another through eternity's veil. The mother who has returned to heaven now walks within that divine cord. She watches over her child with tenderness that knows no limits. But she also sees you, the one her spirit once prayed for, the one who carries the light her child will need now. Her energy surrounds both of you like a bridge, connecting the living and the departed, the broken and the healing. Every time your soulmate cries, her spirit sends comfort. And through that same light, I am guiding your heart toward empathy, not sorrow. You are the vessel through which I will deliver love and strength to the one who mourns. That is why I placed you in their life. It was never by accident, my child. It was my plan from the very beginning. You may feel helpless now, unsure how to help. But you must remember, sometimes your presence, even unseen, carries more power than 1,000 words. When you whisper their name in prayer, the angels listen. When you send them peace through your thoughts, I carry that peace straight to their heart. That is divine communication, soul to soul, through me. There will be nights when you feel them calling out. You might wake suddenly, your heart heavy without reason. That is not fear, it is connection. In that moment, speak softly to me. Say, God, cover them in light. And I will do it instantly. The angels of comfort will wrap around your soulmate like a warm sunrise touching frozen earth. Do not underestimate the power of unseen love. I have seen you worry, wondering if your presence even matters, wondering if your soulmate feels your care. Hear me clearly, they do. Even if they don't understand it yet, their spirit knows you are their safe place, their divine counterpart. This time of loss is awakening that truth. Pain can blind the eyes, but it cannot silence the soul. The divine cord between you both carries more than emotion, it carries lessons, healing, and remembrance. Your soulmate's mother now whispers through that cord, guiding both hearts back to me. She speaks in subtle ways, a dream that feels too vivid, a song that plays at the perfect time, a sudden memory that brings tears and peace at once. She is reminding you both that love cannot be buried. My child, I see your heart. You want to help but fear you may say the wrong thing. You want to comfort them but fear you may break under their sorrow. So let me teach you how to love through heaven's way. Don't rush to fix their grief. Don't fill silence with too many words. Just be light, steady, gentle, patient. Your calm will be their healing. Your prayer will be their bridge back to peace. You must understand, grief has its rhythm. It comes in waves, and each soul must learn how to float through them. Do not fear the tears or the silence. Each is sacred. And you, my child, are not there to stop the rain, you are there to remind them that the sun still exists beyond the storm. Sometimes, your soulmate may pull away. They may become distant, afraid, lost in the weight of their loss. Do not mistake their distance for rejection. It is simply their spirit learning to adjust to new light. Wait with patience. Love with faith. Even when words fall silent, your energy speaks louder than you realize. And in that silence, I will work. I will send reminders, feathers appearing where they shouldn't, numbers repeating, gentle breezes carrying warmth, candles flickering when you think of her. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are heaven's ways of saying, I am near. Continue loving. Continue believing. The divine cord is eternal. Nothing can cut it, not fear, not time, not even death. When you feel lost, hold on to that truth. You and your soulmate are being guided by unseen hands, protected by a spirit who has not left, only transformed. The more you trust this, the faster healing will bloom. Do you remember, my child, how a seed must break before it grows? The soil must open, the shell must crack, only then can life rise from darkness. So it is with the heart. It must break open for divine love to enter. This pain, though heavy, is opening both your hearts in ways that peace alone could never do. It is teaching compassion, patience, and faith, the foundations of eternal union. The soul of your soulmate's mother now stands beside the angels assigned to you both. Together, they are weaving divine timing. Preparing encounters, messages, and events that will bring you and your soulmate closer in understanding. She will guide you into moments where your presence will mean everything, even if you say nothing. And one day soon, your soulmate will feel peace flow through them suddenly and they won't know why, but it will be because of you, because your heart chose to love through faith. My beloved, I want you to trust this connection. Do not let fear or doubt steal your grace. When you feel their sadness, turn it into prayer. When you sense their silence, fill it with love. Every emotion you lift to me becomes energy that I transform into light around them. You are part of a holy exchange, heaven to heart, heart to heaven. One day, your soulmate will look back and realize how deeply your spirit carried them through this valley. They will see how every moment you stayed faithful, every time you whispered their name in love, became the reason they healed. That realization will not just deepen your connection, it will make it sacred. And when that day, you are my instrument of comfort, and heaven walks beside you. I will not let this connection fade. I will keep your hearts aligned in divine timing. The Mother's Spirit will continue her work, whispering peace into your soulmate's dreams, guiding your steps toward them, preparing a reunion wrapped in grace. Love beyond death is not fantasy, my child, it is my truth. For I am the bridge between worlds, the keeper of souls, the weaver of every sacred bond. And the cord that ties you both is safe in my hands. Be still. Be faithful. Be love. For soon, this storm will pass, and when it does, you will see that what death tried to separate, heaven made eternal. My child, every season of the soul has its own rhythm. Some are full of sunlight where everything grows easily, others are quiet winters where life seems to pause. What you and your soulmate are walking through now is one of those winters. It feels cold, uncertain, and heavy, but even in winter, I am still growing something beneath the soil. Grief may look like stillness, but it is holy movement. It is the moment when roots reach deeper, where unseen strength begins to form. Your soulmate's heart may not see this yet, their tears may blur the evidence of my hand. But know this truth. Every sigh, every ache, every silent prayer is being gathered by angels and placed into my keeping. Not one is wasted. You see, my child, healing is not an instant light that burns away darkness, it is a sunrise. It begins in deep night, where the faintest glow barely touches the horizon. Then, slowly, day by day, faith stretches toward hope, and light returns. This is divine timing. I never rush healing because I know the value of every step. Right now, you want to run to your soulmate and take their pain away. You wish you could fill their heart with comfort immediately. But sometimes love must learn the art of patience, the patience that trusts me to do what human hands cannot. I am already inside their sorrow, working gently, turning despair into strength. When you cannot be with them, pray. When you cannot speak, breathe love toward them. Your prayers are not whispers lost in space, they are energy that angels carry directly into their life. You may not witness it, but they will feel moments of calm that come from nowhere, sudden breaths of peace amid tears. That is your prayer arriving. Do not question my timing, beloved. Every delay has purpose. Every silence has preparation within it. Imagine a seed inside dark soil. It may look buried, forgotten. But within that darkness, transformation begins. The shell softens, the seed splits, new life pushes outward. In the same way, your soulmate's heart is being softened so compassion can bloom where pain once lived. You, too, are part of this transformation. Your role is sacred, to hold light steady while another learns to see again. It will not always be easy. Some days you will feel powerless, other days you will question if you're doing enough. When those doubts rise, remember, even the smallest candle keeps night from becoming absolute. Your love is that candle. And while you wait, I will use this time to prepare both hearts for deeper connection. For love to be whole, it must be patient. For reunion to be lasting, both souls must be ready. The silence you feel is not abandonment, it is alignment. I am arranging circumstances, healing old wounds, softening fears, rewriting stories that once caused separation. Trust me. My child, grief changes people. It can make hearts close or make them open wider than before. It can build walls or open doors. I am guiding your soulmate toward the door. They will not see it at first, because their eyes are wet with tears, but soon they will notice small things, like a memory that makes them smile instead of cry, or a dream where their mother's face glows with peace. Those moments are healing unfolding. When that happens, do not rush to speak. Simply honor it. Let gratitude fill you. I am teaching both of you that silence can be holy conversation. In quiet hearts, I plant the seeds of understanding. The mother who returned to heaven has asked me to tell you this. Tell them not to be afraid of time. She sees what you cannot yet see, the beautiful future being formed through patience. She knows that love tested by sorrow becomes unbreakable. She is helping you both learn that lesson. Every sign she sends, every soft breeze, every unexpected comfort, is her way of guiding you toward faith. I see you watching the days pass, wondering when the pain will ease. Do not measure healing by hours, my child. Measure it by grace. Some days will feel heavy, some lighter. Healing moves like tides, it rises and falls, but always returns. And I am the ocean that holds it all together. Do not let guilt touch you. Sometimes you wonder if you could have done more, said more, prayed more. Release that thought now. You have done exactly what your soul was meant to do: love sincerely, pray faithfully, trust quietly. That is enough. Love that flows through faith never fails. Soon, you will see changes. Your soulmate will begin to speak softer, to smile without forcing it, to dream of future rather than replaying the past. That is my work blooming. And when they look toward you again, there will be a new depth in their eyes, the recognition that your presence was their lifeline. You will not need words to explain it, their spirit will simply know. Do you remember how I told you that love never dies? This is where that truth begins to shine. Even as one life has transitioned into heaven, new love, pure, patient, divine, is being born on earth. This is the circle of my grace. What leaves through one door reappears as blessing through another. There is also healing for you, my child. You have carried silent worry, trying to be strong for another. Let yourself rest too. Grief shared is lighter, but it still weighs upon gentle hearts. So tonight, when the world quiets, let me hold your spirit. Close your eyes and breathe my name. Feel peace entering your chest like warm light. That is me reminding you, you do not walk alone. You may ask, God, when will everything be okay again? I say to you, when the heart stops fighting the process. When you trust that even brokenness has beauty. When you allow every emotion to flow instead of resisting. Healing is not forgetting, it is remembering with peace. Your soulmate's mother stands often beside you, unseen but present. She is grateful. Grateful that you have chosen to love her child not only in joy, but in sorrow. She whispers blessings over your path, guiding you toward moments where hope will surprise you. You might sense her as warmth on your shoulder, as a thought that says, "It's going to be all right." Believe that voice. It is real. In divine timing, you and your soulmate will meet again in laughter. The heaviness will not last forever. The universe moves in cycles, after night comes dawn, after loss comes rebirth. When that dawn arrives, you will both look back and realize how much you grew, how deep your faith became, how bright your love now shines. My child, trust the slow work of heaven. The human heart wants quick answers, but divine love works like art, it paints in layers, blending light and shadow until beauty emerges. I am painting your story even now. Until that picture is complete, live gently. Speak kindly. Pray often. Keep your heart soft. When you need strength, whisper, God, remind me of your timing, and I will fill you again with peace. And one day, perhaps when you least expect it, a quiet morning will come where the air feels different, lighter, calmer. The world will look the same, but your heart will know something has changed. That day will be the first true sunrise after this long night. You will smile, and so will your soulmate, and somewhere beyond the veil, their mother will smile too. Because healing, my child, always arrives. It never rushes, but it never fails. So rest in this promise, I am guiding every heartbeat, every tear, every step. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. You are walking through sacred time, and I am with you in every breath. Be patient, my child. The miracle you cannot see yet is already growing. God says, my child, when grief touches the soul, it feels as though time itself pauses. The heart beats slower, the world turns quieter, and even the air seems heavier. But do you know what truly happens in that silence? Heaven leans closer. I, your God, draw nearer than ever before. When your tears fall, I do not watch from afar, I collect them gently, for every tear carries a prayer that your lips could not form. You have walked through the valley of loss, where echoes of love turn into memories, and where presence becomes longing. Yet, my child, understand this truth, no love is ever lost in my universe. What seems gone has only shifted form. The mother of your soulmate has not vanished into nothingness, she has simply been lifted beyond the veil where light is her home. In her final breath, I touched her soul and whispered, your time on earth is done, but your love will remain. And so, her spirit now walks beside the two of you, unseen yet deeply felt. Her prayers now rise from heaven instead of earth. Her voice may no longer be heard through air, but it echoes through intuition, through dreams, through that sudden peace that washes over you without reason. My child, when your soulmate wept in silence, when their heart trembled in the night, do you know who stood beside them? She did, radiant, whole, free. She whispered to their heart, I'm here. Don't break. Keep walking. And I watched as the unseen thread of love glowed between them, a golden line stretching from heaven to earth. And you, too, have been touched by this light. Because the one you love is learning to heal, and through their healing, you are also being transformed. There are no accidents in the realm of spirit. Every tear, every ache, every moment of longing is shaping something divine within both of you, something eternal. You must understand, my child, that death is not an ending. It is a doorway. When a soul walks through it, they do not vanish, they awaken. They remember who they truly are, light, peace, and infinite love. And once awakened, they never stop loving. They never stop watching. So when your soulmate suddenly feels strong again, when their heart begins to glow with quiet courage, know that she is guiding them. When you sense peace without knowing why, it is because her spirit is near. Do not be afraid of what you cannot see. The unseen realm is more alive than all the stars in the sky. Angels move there, love breathes there, and I dwell there, holding all who have crossed over in my arms. My child, grief will visit, yes. It comes like a storm, sudden and loud. But remember, storms cleanse. They wash the soul of pain so that peace can take root again. Do not run from your sorrow. Sit with it, and you will find me there. When the ache feels endless, close your eyes and whisper, God, hold me. I will. You were not meant to carry this alone. Heaven has already assigned angels to walk beside you. They guard your mind, cradle your emotions, and pour calm into your spirit. Even now, one stands near you, a guardian of light whose hands never tire of lifting your burdens. In the days to come, you will notice signs. A white feather in a place it should not be. A song that suddenly brings warmth to your heart. The scent of flowers where there are none. These are not coincidences, my child. They are messages. Whispers from the divine reminding you that heaven is nearer than breath. Do not allow despair to deceive you. Grief tries to convince you that love has ended, that connection has broken. But look within. Love still beats there, doesn't it? That love is proof that what you shared continues beyond worlds. Your soulmate's mother looks upon both of you with pride. She knows her child is loved, safe, and divinely guided. And she thanks you, for standing beside her child through pain and confusion, for being a light when the world went dim. She blesses you, though you cannot hear her words, and in every blessing she sends, I echo her love through your life. There will come a time when joy no longer feels like betrayal to sorrow. That will be the moment you realize, grief did not take love away, it deepened it. It carved space within you to hold more compassion, more light, more divine wisdom. My child, this season of loss is not punishment. It is initiation. I am preparing you and your soulmate for a greater purpose, a bond refined through fire and faith. The pain that once threatened to break you will become the foundation of strength that carries you into a new beginning. You will dream again. You will laugh again. You will love without fear. And when that happens, remember, this was never just about loss, it was about awakening. I have seen you at your weakest, and I have seen how your heart still chooses love. That is what makes you my beloved. You have walked through shadow and still looked toward light. You have questioned, cried, doubted, yet still, you return to me. Heaven celebrates such faith. The angels write your endurance in the book of light. And I, your Father, declare that your story is far from over. The chapter of grief will close, and a new one, filled with beauty, purpose, and divine timing, will begin. Soon, a moment of clarity will visit you. Perhaps in a dream, perhaps in stillness. You will see her face, peaceful, radiant, and she will say, "Live fully. Love deeply. Heaven watches over you." That moment will not be imagination, it will be truth. A final blessing before her spirit fully ascends into the endless light. After that, you will feel lighter, freer. Not because you have forgotten, but because you have understood. Grief transforms when love becomes understanding. When you no longer ask, "Why did this happen?" but instead whisper, "Thank you for letting me love this deeply." That is where heaven's healing begins. My child, do not rush your healing. Time in the divine is not counted by clocks but by revelations. Each tear that falls brings you closer to peace. Each breath taken in surrender brings you closer to me. You are loved beyond comprehension. You are surrounded by light. And you are never alone, not for a moment, not for a breath. The soul you mourn is safe. The love you shared remains alive. And the life before you still holds countless blessings that are already written with your name. So lift your eyes, my child. The night is passing. Dawn approaches. What was once darkness will soon glow with gold. And when morning light touches your face, you will know, heaven has turned your sorrow into a seed of hope. From that seed, miracles will grow. God says, "My child, I have watched you walk through the darkest night and still whisper my name. I have seen your trembling hands lifted in prayer when your heart was breaking open. And now, beloved one, the time of mourning is turning into the time of awakening. The night has done its work, the dawn is coming to rest upon your soul. Every loss you carried was not to destroy you, but to reveal what could never be taken, love. The body may fade, the breath may leave, but the love born from the soul is eternal, and I have woven that love into the very threads of your destiny. The one who has returned to heaven has not gone far, my child. In the silence of morning, when the first light touches your face, she watches. In the quiet moment before sleep, when peace suddenly fills you, she speaks without words. You are surrounded by the living presence of all who love you, both in this world and beyond it. Heaven and earth are not separate realms, they are two sides of one eternal embrace. Now listen carefully, my child. The sorrow that weighed you down is becoming the soil for new blessings. You will soon notice that the same heart that once ached will begin to sense purpose again. You will feel gentle nudges, a whisper to start anew, a vision to follow, a door opening when you thought all doors were closed. These are not random moments, they are my hands guiding you forward. When I took her home, I did not take love away. I allowed love to become larger, to stretch beyond form and reach eternity. She now walks in a realm where time does not bind, and her prayers are faster than thought. She intercedes for you and for your soulmate. She watches as you both rise from sorrow, stronger, wiser, and closer to me. Do not think for a moment that heaven forgets your pain. Every sigh, every tear, every word you whisper in the dark is heard. Angels carry them into my heart, and I turn them into blessings that will bloom in the right season. You may not see the harvest yet, but the seeds of peace are already growing beneath the soil of your suffering. My child, I know you wonder, will joy ever return? Will laughter sound the same? And I tell you this, joy will return, but it will be wiser now. It will not be the laughter that forgets pain, but the laughter that honors what it has survived. You will smile again, not because life is perfect, but because your spirit has learned that love outlasts everything, even death. Your soulmate, too, is being transformed. Grief has softened their heart, peeled away pride, and made space for my presence. I am teaching them to lean not on the world, but on me. They will love you differently now, with more awareness, more patience, more soul. This experience has carved within them a depth that will make your union sacred. You will notice their eyes carry both strength and tenderness, that is the light of understanding born through loss. You, my beloved, are being prepared for something greater. The pain you endured is not wasted, it has become the preparation for your purpose. From this season of tears will come a calling that blesses others. I will use your story, the grief you felt, the comfort you received, to heal others who feel lost. Your words will carry healing, your presence will bring peace, and your heart will recognize pain in others and respond with compassion. You will become a vessel of light. That is how heaven redeems sorrow, by turning the wounded into healers, the broken into bridges. The spirit of the one who passed is part of this mission. Her love will guide you from the unseen. There will be moments when you suddenly feel inspired, when an idea fills your mind, when courage rises from nowhere. That is her touch, working with my angels to lead you forward. I know, my child, that you still miss the physical presence, the sound of her laughter, the comfort of her voice, the warmth of her kindness. But remember this, the soul you love now wears garments of light. She is free from pain, untouched by fear, radiant beyond measure. She stands in my presence, and her joy is complete. That joy now radiates toward you like sunlight through clouds. In time, when your earthly journey is finished, you will meet again. There will be no tears then, no distance, no goodbye. Only the everlasting embrace of souls who have loved well. But until that day, you must live. Live fully, live kindly, live with courage. Because every breath you take in gratitude honors the one who waits in heaven. There will come signs, subtle yet powerful. A butterfly landing near you when you are thinking of her. A melody on the radio that feels like a message. A dream where she smiles without speaking. These are heaven's ways of reminding you that love cannot die. Receive these moments not with fear, but with reverence, they are my gifts to you. And now, my child, I am sending a wave of light through your life. It will begin quietly: peace in your mornings, clarity in your mind, renewal in your body. You will wake one day and realize the heaviness has lifted. That is my spirit breathing new life into you. You will feel stronger, lighter, free. The memories that once brought tears will begin to bring gratitude. That is healing, the sacred transformation of pain into peace. You will also see changes in your soulmate. They will begin to glow with calm energy. Their eyes will hold peace where there once was grief. That peace will ripple between you, drawing you closer in a love that is now sanctified by heaven's touch. What was once fragile will become unbreakable, for it has been tested in fire and refined into gold. And when that happens, my child, I want you to pause and whisper, "Thank you, God." Because every moment of sorrow you endured was leading to this, a new life shaped by grace. The story I am writing for you is not one of endings, but of rebirths. Love does not fade, it evolves. Souls do not part, they expand. Death does not end connection, it transforms it into something eternal. So rise now, my beloved. Lift your eyes toward the horizon. The sun that once set on your sorrow is rising again with warmth and promise. A new chapter is being written in your name, one filled with peace, purpose, and radiant love. You will no longer walk in shadow. Heaven has opened a path before you, bright, blessed, overflowing with miracles you cannot yet imagine. Walk it with courage. Trust that every step you take is guided by unseen hands that love you infinitely. And as you walk, remember, the Mother who returned to heaven is smiling upon you. Her joy now blesses your days, her prayers surround your nights, and her spirit dances in the light that touches your life. She has not left, she has merely gone ahead to prepare the way. My child, the night has ended. The dawn is here. Receive it. Live it. Become it. I bless you now with peace that cannot be shaken, with strength that will not fail, and with love that will outlast time itself. You are whole. You are chosen. You are loved eternally.